guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. US President has issued that there will be land action soon in Venezuela. This video is coming out. There's a lot of things happening right now in the Caribbean. There is multiple warship, a nuclear submarine, 10,000 soldiers, MQ-9 Reapers, 10 F-35s out there. Alright, so we are definitely going to see something pretty soon, guys. Marines flex muscle in Caribbean. IWO GMA Group drills near Venezuela. And there's also exercise drill happening in Trinidad. So it says here the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit and sailors aboard the Iwo Jima are running full throttle amphibious exercises in the Caribbean right off Venezuela's nose. Fresh footage shows weeks of tactical drills, rapid deployment scenarios, and message clarity. America's ready to move fast if needed. The ticking clock soundtrack. So I do believe things are going to hit the fan pretty soon. The U.S. Southern Command said a look at U.S. military forces deployed to the Caribbean in support of the Southcom mission to disrupt illicit drug trafficking and protect the homeland. It's not a threat, it's a billboard. Caracas is watching. The Red Dragon is also watching. Everyone gets the memo. The USS Iwo Jima isn't there for tourism. Once again, guys, these are very important news that's coming out right now. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, guys, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19. Number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. Check out the videos I posted today over my third channel. The links will be in the description box. Follow me on TikTok. I'm posting videos on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on Rumble. All the links will be in the description box. It says here the U.S. troops nearby. Venezuela goes full alert just in case. So Venezuela also have their troops locked and loaded. All right. So Donald said there will be land. I do believe there's going to be an imminent strike. It's going to happen soon. It says the U.S. just dropped 10,000 troops in the Caribbean for an anti-narcotic op, but Caracas isn't buying it. In response, Venezuela gone full DEFCON, mobilizing 123,000 soldiers and claiming 8 million militia members ready to fight off an invasion that hasn't actually happened. Armed with aging but still dangerous, the Russian gear, think Sukhoi jets, S-125 and bulk missile system. They're betting big on the Tyrants. Now it says here, meanwhile, you have the CI you-know-who reportedly has green-lighted convert ops in Venezuela just to make the whole powder keg that much spicier. Expert warn the biggest threat isn't war, it's a misstep that could turn this posturing into an accidental firestorm. All right. Nicholas is urging the U.S. president, please, no crazy war, please. Just peace forever. Nicholas, you know how many people left your land because there's no peace there. There's absolutely no peace. Not war, not war, not war. Just peace, just peace, just peace. Forever, forever, forever. Peace forever. No crazy war. No crazy war. Please, please, please. Just peace, peace forever. Peace forever. He said that. It was translated to English. So let's see what's going on here. Nicholas reacts to the U.S. president threat to strike in Venezuela. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Venezuelan leader Nicholas appealed for peace on Thursday, delivering his plea in English and urging no crazy war, please. As tensions with Washington escalated following the U.S. commander acknowledgement that he had authorized covert operation against Venezuela. Now, the U.S. commander, however, denied reports that a U.S. B-1B bomber had flown over the Caribbean near Venezuela coast, calling them false, despite flight tracking data from Flight Radar 24 showing the aircraft approaching Venezuela airspace before turning north. Okay, so Donald is saying it's false, but there is proof that Flight Radar has caught these B-1B bombers. So, again, Donald, it was caught on Flight Radar. Now it says here, the standoff represents one of the sharpest escalation between the U.S. and Venezuela in years. Nicholas has accused the U.S. commander of seeking regime change under the guise of anti-narcotic, operations, while Washington maintained its campaign is aimed at disrupting the networks. I'm skipping certain words here, guys. Follow me with the code words. Now it says here, the dispute highlights the deep mistrust and volatility defining relations between the two gov, with both sides reinforcing military deployment and intensifying rhetoric, raising fears of direct confrontations. Now it says here, yes, peace. Yes, peace forever. Peace forever. No crazy war, please, Nicholas said during a meeting with pro-gov. With pro-gov unions emphasizing his call for calm. The U.S. has deployed stealth aircraft and naval vessels as part of its anti-campaign, but has yet to release evidence linking its targets, an 8-boat and a semi-submersible vessel, to the, again, I'm gonna skip that name, these operation that's going on. The strike, which began on September 2nd, have taken at least 37. Regional tensions have intensified. As a result, with Nicholas framing U.S. actions as part of an effort to overthrow his gov. Now it says here, the U.S. covert actions. Last week, U.S. Commander-in-Chief said he had authorized the action against Venezuela and was considering additional strike on the ledge of these gangs. Now, the U.S. president has accused Nicholas of leading the gang, an allegation that the Venezuelan leader consistently denies. Now, we know the who is present. Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino said Thursday, they may deploy. I don't know how many who affiliated units in covert operation, and any attempt will fail. Padrino made the remarks while overseeing coastal military exercises in response to the U.S. naval deployment. Padrino is the man that was hiding in the bunker about almost 2 months ago. Rising tensions. The heightened tensions come alongside increased U.S. military activity in the region. Flight tracking data showed a B-1B bomber operating over the Caribbean near Venezuela coast on Thursday, following similar B-2 patrol last week. Now, the U.S. military said the missions were intended to deter threats, enhance training, and maintain readiness, though the U.S. commander denied the latest flight occurred. But it was on Flight Radar 24. So it did happen because Flight Radar caught the bird in the sky, the B-1B bomber. But Donna is saying that it's false. again, there's a possibility Donald might be saying that because he doesn't want Venezuela to know that there are some very powerful birds in the sky. All right, so Venezuelan leader Nicolas said, yes, peace. Yes, peace forever. Best friend forever. I'm kidding, guys. Peace forever. No crazy war, please. The U.S. commander said we are not happy with Venezuela for a lot of reasons. So what happens next? Well, both the U.S. and Venezuela are reinforcing their military position as tensions mount, raising the possibility of further confrontation in the Caribbean. The coming days are likely to see heightened patrol exercises and diplomatic maneuvering as each side tests the other's resolve. Boy, oh boy. It's not looking good. It's absolutely not looking good. Let me just refresh the page really quick here, guys. See if there's any more updates when it comes to Venezuela. One of the latest updates. 6 were out in a new strike on the alleged boat. Another one? Another one? These people's not getting the message. Hold on. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm trying to keep it under 16 minutes. Hold on. New U.S. strike on alleged boat has taken 6 on board, Pete Hegseth said. This is coming out today, October the 24th. Hold on, give me a second here. So Defense Secretary of War, Pete, said Friday, again, October 24, 2025, that the U.S. carried out another strike on a vessel, man, allegedly operated by those gang. All right, so the Tren de Araguay, that he said was bringing in the product in the Caribbean Sea. Now, Pete said on social media that the strike has taken all 6 who were on board and took place in international waters. He said it is the first strike to take place at night. The vessel was known by our intelligence to be involved in illicit operation, was transiting along a known route and carrying some stuff, he wrote. Now, Hegseth included in his social media post a video marked unclassified of the vessel as it was hit. Man, this latest strike appears to be the 10th carried out by the U.S. Commander-in-Chief Administration against the alleged boat over the past several weeks, which have now led to more than 40 have passed. Wow, that's the number now. It basically surpassed 40. The first several took place in the Caribbean, but this week, the administration campaign broadened into the Pacific Ocean. Man, the 2 men, one from Ecuador and the other from Colombia, survived. All right, so once again, the Ecuadorian man was released after authority there found no evidence he committed a crime. Wow, he was let go. Ecuador Attorney General office said the Colombian citizen was hospitalized and authority there said he will be prosecuted. Okay, so, man, Ecuador, what's wrong with you? Ecuador released him, and while the Colombian is going to be prosecuted. All right, so this is where we at right now, guys. Hegseth announced 2 other strikes that took place Tuesday. So we're going to skip all this here. But again, this is where we at. Another strike. The number has reached 40. Man. They're not getting the message. All right, so Once again, this is the story right here. The U.S. commander denies reports suggesting that U.S. deployed B-1 bombers near Venezuela. But the problem here is that it was caught on track radar track 24. All right. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. What in the world is going on? Hold on, give me a second here, guys. Something just popped up. Hold on, give me a second. Breaking. Florida police just busted a Colombia theft ring run by illegal disguised as landscapers. Oh, wow. Okay, five suspect now sits in jail. All five are Colombian nationals and the sleeping giant illegally with ICE detainers. This Colombian, ring had fake uniforms and detailed maps of wealthy neighborhoods. Even hidden cameras to track their... Ooh! Man, that's crazy. Orange County deputies were ready with drone cameras to catch them in the act. Thousands in stolen designer handbags and shoes. Wow. They thought they had gotten away with it, but the drone tracked the group to their meetup spot. The officer moved in. They take down all caught on camera. We were invaded and we see more of it every day. They all must go back. You hear that, Gavin? You hear that to all the gov and mayors of the blue state? You see what's going on? If this was in Cali, Gavin would be, Gavin be like, that's nothing, that's normal. Let them go. They're good people. Very sad. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Till next time later. Peace.